Hello and welcome on Watches TV, and we're covering the Exception Mécanique, the most glamorous, one of the most glamorous category of the competition, because out of these watches, often, well, one of them will win what is behind us, meaning the golden hand. So let's start immediately with the first watch of the category, and this is the Audemars Piguet Code 1159 Ultra-Complication Universelle, the RD4. And actually, just to be very precise, this is not the watch that is participating in this year's GPHG. The actual participating watch comes in a pink gold case. And the thing that is very important to mention about this piece is that it took AP almost 7 years of development to achieve this Grand Complication. This is a Grande and Petite sonnerie watch, a minute repeater, chronograph, flyback, of course. I mean, it has everything, in the perpetual calendar, of course. The thing that is really worth noting is that this watch has been developed with the idea of being easy to set, and the pushes that you see here not only pushes for the chronograph, but you can actually turn them around, and then they become like a function selector to modify different information on this piece. This is an exceptional timepiece, of course, and comes with an exceptional price of 1,723,000 Swiss francs, of course, limited, as you can imagine, by the complexity. All right, next piece.
The next piece is a Chapek Place Vendôme Complicity. Technically speaking, it's a beast. What is really interesting, though, the idea started in 2018, but technically speaking, the Chapek team was not able to create it because it's complicated. I can't explain it very well, so I will avoid any mistakes. What is also really interesting, except the mechanical, all the techniques, it's this watch is here because Xavier de Roquemorel encountered Bernard Lederer, who is an independent watchmaker, part of the AHCI, who is very talented, and allow him to create that watch. So that watch is more like a partnership with those two guys, two brands, two brains, who are connected due to their children, because the Xavier's son is in the same class as Bernard's daughter. Funny story. Off we go. The price is?
The price of this watch is set at 85,000 Swiss francs. And let's continue now
with the Haute Fair Series 1. So you have hour, minutes, very nice, jumping hours, retrograde minutes. It is Haute TV shape. It is not big. It fits perfectly on the wrist. The rubber, it's a rubber bracelet. It's very nice. You have that three-dimension perspective when you look at the watch. So that's why they open it on the minute hands to allow you to look at what is really happening on the watch. And in terms of price,
in terms of price, we're set at 66,000 Swiss francs, and there's something indeed very joyful, playful with this watch. When you see the hours jump, it always feels like it's a bit random. Where is the sphere going to move, left, right? And I mean, cool piece, and a new movement by Haute which
made by Haute.
Yeah. All right, next piece, and we're going to talk about this Jacob & Co. Astronomia Revolution. We know Jacob & Co. for many years with their Astronomia line, and being able to always kind of reinvent themselves a little bit with this, whether it's in terms of design features or techniques that are used. But this time this goes a little bit beyond this, because Mr. Jacob himself wanted to have a very fast rotating Astronomia-like movement, and this actually rotates in 60 seconds, which means that they had to do some special development on it, actually using a constant force escapement precisely, because normally this watch is always kind of balanced. You have 4 different things happening, and here you only have only 3, because there's a lot of inertia, a lot of weight to be carried around. And it's quite a technical feat, to say the least, and quite impressive to see this thing moving in 60 seconds. Makes you almost dizzy. So the price of this watch is set at 600,000 Swiss francs. All right, next timepiece, And this is also another Louis Vuitton tambour opera automata. And it really is an automata, meaning that, I mean, there's nothing that actually is happening when you have the watch just like that. You really have to activate it for something to happen. And when you do so, well, I will do it immediately. This is where you'll be able to read the time because you have a minute retrograde hand here at more or less 7 o'clock, and you will see the hour through the eye of this mask feature, behind the head, I'm sorry. And so it gives you a little hint of time, but it's more than this. It's just a kind of a nice thing telling you a story on your wrist. And, well, quite a bold piece for sure. And it's priced at 455,000 Swiss francs. And, well, that's proper mechanical.
And it don't seem very new when you look at it.
No, that's true. But I mean, it's still a pretty cool piece. Yeah. Last piece with the Rudi Silva, the RS-23. Here, this is limited to 8 pieces only, and the main characteristic, mechanically speaking, about this watch is that it has 2 balances that rotate in opposition to one another, and this is meant to augment, improve significantly the chronometrical performance of this timepiece. I would need to have a bit of extra help to get me all the details about this mechanical movement, because apparently it's quite complex to do. And this piece is limited to 90,000 Swiss francs. So will we have the winner of the golden hand of the GPHG 23 in front of us? Who knows, but it could happen. So
if you had to bet on those 6 watches, which one will you choose as the winner of?
I mean, considering the development and the complexity of this piece, I mean, it has a lot of, I would say, things talking for itself. Again, I mean, it's not that big, and I mean, there's a lot in there, and it was cleverly developed. So we'll see. So let's start immediately with the Bulgari watch, and this is the Octo Roma automatic. Quite a Well, it plays with a bit of the codes, obviously, of the Octo Finissimo, where you can see a few things on the bracelet. This watch is just very kind of simple in a certain way, and costs 7,000 Swiss francs. It comes in steel, it's 41 millimeter, has a power reserve of 42 hours, and it has also this kind of round and not such a round shape, playing really with the Bulgari codes. All right, so let's talk about the next watch.
Which is the Christopher Ward London C1 Bel Canto. The promise of this watch is bringing haute horlogerie to as many as possible, because yes, you have the hour, you have the minutes, but you have the striking watch. It's a striking watch who strike when
on the passage of the hour.
Thank you very much. It was way easier to say it in French in my mind. It is well made. The sound is beautiful. Just if you just listen to that. It is beautiful. It is pure. When you look at it, the blue shade of the dial is very well made. The finishings on this watch is well made. The display of the watch is well made.
Well, especially when you consider the price of the watch set at 3,350 francs. All right, so next timepiece with the Habring 2. Chrono Felix top second. This has a much of a kind of a tool watch feel to it, of course, and it's a chronograph coming at a rather decent price of 7,850 francs, and it has it's manual wound, and it comes, like I said, in a 38 millimeter steel case. But the particularity of the chrono is that when you set it up, okay, you have only one pusher to start the chrono. And then at 9 o'clock, you will have like a little red flashing dot every 2.5 seconds that will appear. And it's as if it was a little something that was happening in this watch and making you be sure that the chrono is actually running with a 30-minute sector dial here. When you stop it, and then you just put it back to 0 with the same push button. Interesting piece, looks cool. All right, next timepiece with
the Louis Erard Le Régulateur collaboration with Konstantin Chekin. So when you look at it, it's basically related to Konstantin Chaikin universe, the Minions ones. So I will not speak about this watch in particular. It's what it represents. Louis Erard created a bridge between the craftsmanship and other watchmaker, and this one is a perfect example because maybe you from the audience, also myself, we don't have the finance to pay a beautiful Konstantin Chaikin watch. But with that, we are able to have access to such universe, creativity, etc. So have a look at the idea behind it, all the creative process behind it. It is Konstantin Chaikin, it is also Louis Erard, it is well made, it is very beautiful, and the price is also interesting.
The price of this one is set at 4,300. It was limited to 178 pieces, so they're probably all gone. And the little thing that is pretty cool, because it has this monstery feel to it, is that the strap is made out of toad skin, okay, so just contributing to the story there. All right, next timepiece with the Magraph by Masséna Lab and Raoul Pagès, a very nice combination of talented people. We love Raoul Pagès, and this watch is extremely pure. It has this little Bauhaus feel to it, with very symmetrical aspect on the dial, and well, it comes in a 38.5 millimeter case. It's manually wound and has 60 hours of power reserve, and it comes at a price of 7,750 francs. I mean, it's a nice original watch for the connoisseurs, I would imagine. So now, a bit wider than the niche connoisseur, let's talk about the final watch.
The final one, which is the Tudor Black Bay. Nothing much to say. It's a Tudor. You can wear it on a daily basis. You don't have to care much about your watch. So it's here, it will follow yourself on your journey during your beautiful life. Yes, you have an wheel made of silicium. Mm-hmm. It is well made. We've seen it already in the Tudor collection. It's not very new. They've done improvement regarding the movement, etc. But it's a Tudor. It's something that you have to have in your collection, and it will follow yourself during your life.
Yeah, and comes with this burgundy, nice colored bezel. And like you mentioned, indeed, I mean, you feel like you've already seen it, but you know that they've improved just a little bit, tiny, every little thing. And that's why each year in the Petite Aiguille category, we'll see a Tudor basically, and often win actually, but this is understandable. So this watch comes at a public price of 3,950 francs. So which one will you go for?
This one, and if I have another chance, I will choose the Tudor one.
Okay. Well, I will go with the funny Louis Erard, Konstantin Chaikin. I find this one really, it's just a fun watch. I like it very, very much. All right, so we'll see in a few days who are going to be the big winners per category and who's going to win the big prize behind us. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. We couldn't cover all the different categories again, because otherwise we would have been here for the next 2 days. And again, if you see this before the exhibition closes, you have until the 12th of November to visit this Muserat here in the center of Geneva, where you have all the watches exhibited in a very nice way of putting them forward. I think was quite beautifully executed, and you can really get close and personal with these watches, which is a nice occasion. So thanks for watching, see you real soon, and well, see you after the results. Bye.